It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you. Well, I know this little chapel on the boulevard we can go. No one will know. Oh, come on, girl. Who cares if we're trash? Got a pocket full of cash we can blow. Shots of Patrol. And it's on, girl. Don't say no.
Actually, she was a stripper. I met her on the pole. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Actually, we met by chance, and we met at a funeral. And I actually wanted to talk to her before then. I was at my mother's house, sitting on the front porch, and I saw her for the first time, and I was like, man, she's stunning. I have to say something to her, but I didn't because I was shy. So I noticed that she was coming from the neighbor's house upstairs, which was good friends of her mother. So after she left, I asked the neighbor, because the neighbor and my mother are good friends. I asked her, I say, hey, is that a friend of yours? She said, yeah, that's a good friend of mine. I say, do you think you could ask her if I could have her number? And she said, yeah, I can do that, that's fine. So unfortunately, she did ask her, and the answer was no. She wouldn't give me the number.
Wouldn't give him the number.
So I asked her to ask again. I said, well, just try it again, let's see what she says the second time. So she asked her a second time, and the answer again was no. So maybe 2 months went by, and I didn't see her again.
So actually after then, we ended up going to a funeral. And it was a funeral of a mutual friend of both of ours.
And I did not know that this good friend was also a mutual friend of hers. So she walked through the doors of the funeral home, and I was sitting there and I saw her. I said, oh, this is my opportunity.
I was walking back to my car. He came over, and
That's when I made my move, and I asked her, could I have a moment of a time, and I talked with her, and I actually asked for a number.
and I'm like, well, yeah, I guess so. So I gave the number. I'll call you the next day. I waited. He didn't call the next day. I was like, okay, he was just talking.
I finally called her maybe 2 days later. I didn't want to call right off the bat. I didn't want to scare her off. So when I did call her, I noticed, man, we talked for hours. I think I called her maybe 3:30, 4:30 in the evening. We didn't get off the phone till 4 a.m. in the morning.
We probably stayed on the phone well over 10, 12 hours.
Yeah, literally.
And from that day on, we've been on the phone 10 and 12 hours. We still on the phone 10 and 12 hours.
10
10
years
years later.
If I should stay, I would only be in your way.
It was a blessing that, God really sent me my soulmate.
Yes, yes. I believe through the death of a mutual friend of both of ours, that's how we met. And I think through her death brung us together. Unfortunately, she had to pass, but I don't think I would have had it any other way, because I would not have met her. I already had pursued her once and she told me no, so this was my perfect opportunity. I did not know that she was also friends with the young lady that passed, and it was just a blessing that she was, and I saw her there, and that's when I pounced on her like a lion. No, I made my approach, and she went for it, and
yes.
I'm thankful for that.
I love you.
I love you too, baby. Baby.
Bittersweet memories, that is all I I'm taking with me. So goodbye, please don't cry. We both know I'm not what you need, and I will always love you. I will always love you.
What I like most about him is he's compassionate. He's my best friend. He loves God. He's a financial provider. He really takes good care of me. I also love him, and like most about him, is because he's enjoyable. We spend a lot of time together, and every moment is special to me. It's so special to me.
Dreamed of, and I wish you joy and happiness. But above all this,
One night she called me out of the blue. I think she had a nightmare, a bad dream. She called me up and she asked if I could come over because she was afraid she had a bad dream. I said, sure, I can. I'll come over. So I got up. It was maybe 2 a.m. in the morning, slipped on some clothes, and I drove over to her house and went inside. She let me in, and I never went home again. I think that was it. That night, I never went home, and we spent every day together after that. It was just ongoing and ongoing and ongoing.
When I first saw him, what I thought about him was, well, first of all, I didn't want to get into a relationship. So I was kind of hesitant about, getting into a relationship. But my first thought about him was, for some reason, I just felt he loved the Lord. I could tell that he was in love with God. I knew that. So that was my first thought about him, loving God.
What caught my eye with her, I had went through a previous marriage, and it was a bad marriage. We was divorced, and I got tired of the dating scene, just meeting women, and I was never finding what I was looking for. I never found nothing in common with a lot of the women that I was dating. So I kind of gave up. I said, you know what? I said, I'm gonna wait till God sends me the right woman. I'm gonna take my time. And I think what really caught my eye about her, the very first time we talked for hours as if we knew each other for years. And we really realized that we had a lot in common. And a lot of the things that I like to do, she liked to do it. So I think that was one of the main things that caught my eye, and the fact that she was an independent woman. She was not looking for a handout. She wasn't looking for someone to take care of her. She was doing it on her own. That really impressed me with her.
The way I feel about him is I love him. That's 3 words.
In a few words, I would have to say exciting, joyous, and a blessing to have her in my life. I would say that.
I know that, our marriage will be blessed by God. I've been waiting for years for this to happen. And now that it's finally here, I'm so thankful for him. I'm so thankful that God has blessed me with such a caring, compassionate, God-loving man. I'm just so thankful for that.
Actually, she was a stripper. I met her on the phone.
No.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Actually, we met by chance, and we met at a
You're ready, like I'm ready, 'cause it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you. Just say I do. Tell me right now, baby. Tell me right now, baby. Baby, just say I do. Tell me right now, baby. Tell me right now, baby. Baby, oh, it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I want